For this cycle, our cool down is just going to be a static stretch. Alright, I'm going to go through a couple stretches here just to show you some things that you can do. Alright, you don't have to do these, you can do your own, but any static stretch that you would normally do, here what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn my hips under, so I'm stretching my hip flexors, both hands on top to try and push against the top of my knee to kind of give me some leverage there. First one I did is just to stretch out the hamstring a little bit. This is a pigeon stretch. This is going to help stretch out your psoas muscle, taking your foot underneath you and just doing the same exact position I have there. From there, I'm going to do the other side. Go through this. Just a nice little hamstring stretch, glute stretch. Alright. Go into this hip flexor stretch. Hips underneath, pushing against. Pigeon stretch. From here, I'm going to go into a 6-point stretch. Feet wide, knees wide, elbows down. I'm going to try and push back. Push my hips back. Alright, you're going to feel this in your groin. Alright, you're going to feel the stretch in our groin. Stretch out my core a little bit. It's a little cobra stretch. Alright, I'm going to come up, do a variation of a quad stretch. Alright, you can do a quad stretch any way you want to. This is just the way I enjoy doing it. Like I said, we do not have to do this exactly. Alright, we can do any type of static stretch. That's just going to be our cool down as a static stretch. These are just examples of some static stretches that you guys can do after the lift. Stand up here. I'm going to stretch out my hamstrings a little bit. Notice that I try and keep my back pretty flat. Alright, try and reach my toes. Simple hamstring stretch. Pull my arm across, try and stretch out my shoulders a little bit. Pull my arm over top, try and stretch out my triceps a little bit. Do that on each arm. I'm going to try and hold each stretch that we do anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. This obviously is just a shortened video just to show you. Stretch out my chest and shoulders. And then this last stretch, I'm going to be stretching out my lats. Just holding on to anything, any bar, any pole, anything, any chair, and just pushing your hips back into that hinging motion and just pulling your arms up.